Welcome to Skybroking Commodity Weekly Market Commentary. This weekly market commentary is for information purpose only. Before taking any decision, consult a financial advisor. Major data of this week has economic related data and the major event like all OPEC JMMC meetings on Wednesday, Bank of England interest rate decision on Thursday, and the Chinese market holiday on entire week account of Spring Festival. Now let's see the precious metals outlook. Gold and silver has news like gold has always been branded as a hedge against inflation, while rate hikes are typically negative for the yellow metal. Any import duty changes in precious metals on Indian budget will impact the precious metals price in India itself. Fundamentally, this is a negative news for precious metals, and technically speaking, gold may expect a high volatility trade. Silver may expect a volatility trade. So these are this week's precious metals outlook. Now let's see the energy outlook. First is crude oil. It has a news like crude prices posted a sixth straight weekly win with global benchmark Brent printing a new $90 a barrel peak. The latest run was fueled again by the political theater of the Russia-Ukraine conflict and the upcoming meeting of oil producers alliance OPEC+, which never fails to provide its own drama to keep crude prices on the boil. Fundamentally, this is a positive news for crude oil, and technically speaking, crude oil may expect a range-bound trade in between 6,116 to 6,691 levels. Next is natural gas. It has a news like escalating tensions between the West and the Russia over Ukraine have raised concerns about vital Russian oil and gas flows to Europe, prompting the United States to offer reassurances that it will help its European allies find alternative supplies. Fundamentally, this is a slight positive news for natural gas, and technically speaking, natural gas has closed above 370 on daily basis and it will have more upswings ahead. So these are this week's energy outlook. Now let's see the base metals outlook. First is copper. It has news like the Chilean Copper Commission, Cochilco, expects copper prices to average $3.95 per LB in 2022 and $3.80 per LB in 2023. This is fundamentally a negative news for copper, and technically speaking, copper may expect a range-bound trade in between 704 to 772 levels. Next is aluminum. It has a news like on the supply side, the operating aluminum capacity is likely to shrink amid extending impacts of the heating season in North China. This is fundamentally a slight positive news for aluminum, and technically speaking, aluminum may expect a mixed trade. Next is lead. It has a news like lead TCs race ahead of the Lunar New Year. This is fundamentally a slight positive news for lead, and technically speaking, lead may expect a negative bias. Next is zinc. It has a news like the downstream has refrained from purchasing amid such a high price and the transactions were slack. This is fundamentally a slight negative news for zinc, and technically speaking, zinc may expect a profit booking rally. And the last is nickel. It has a news like SHFE nickel stocks are down by 23%. Fundamentally, this is a positive news for nickel, and technically speaking, nickel may expect a range-bound trade. Overall, the Chinese market will be a one-week holiday, so low volatility may be expected on base metals except India's budget day. So these are this week's Commodity Weekly Market Commentary. For more market updates, join the Telegram channel and the YouTube channel. Thank you by Skybroking.